going on, guys? So today is the big reveal. Trucker Al is going to tell you where he ended up. But first, let me start the story from the beginning. So I was supposed to leave home on Sunday. Well, lo and behold, that didn't happen. We ended up with 70 to 80 mile an hour winds at home. So they put a ban on all commercial vehicles. So my bus got canceled. I called the company, talked to the recruiter, said, hey, listen, I'm more than happy to, drive my own vehicle down. This way I can continue to, start orientation on Monday. They weren't having it. Because according to them, as soon as I was done with orientation, that they were going to hire me immediately. And, assign me a truck and this, that, and the other. Which I found that hard to believe because when I got done with everything at CR England, I was locked up in a hotel for 10 days before I was assigned my truck. So hearing that they were going to give me one immediately, I really didn't I didn't really have that much faith into it. So they ended up rescheduling the bus for Tuesday, and I was going to start orientation on Wednesday. So Tuesday, get down to the bus station, and it wasn't a bad bus ride. It was only 6 hours. I only had to transfer once. It wasn't too bad of a bus ride. I did happen to see a CR England truck getting pulled over. He blew a red light horribly. It was a day cab. Blew the red light and got pulled over. I laughed. That was like the best thing ever. What are the chances? Trucker Al's on his way to the new company and watches a CR England truck get pulled over. I don't know. Guess he had to be there. So I get down to the hotel. Getting bussed down. I got bussed down to Shippensburg, Pennsylvania. Get into the hotel. The hotel was great. They got an indoor pool. They got a nice hot tub. Yes, I took advantage of that. The company itself, you get your breakfast there at the hotel. The company paid for lunch, so the only thing that you were responsible for was the dinner. That's nice. That the company's taking care of you like that. So Wednesday morning we started orientation, and it's your basic orientation. Your first day, you're doing your physical and all the exercises that they needed you to do and things like that. And I gotta tell you, the physical itself's not hard. They got a platform that it's about 4 feet high, and you gotta crouch down underneath it and come back out. And, they got a 25-pound box you gotta pick up, put on the table, take it off. You gotta do that however many times in a minute. And then they had a 50-pound box. You only had to do that one once. Pick up the box, put it on the table. That was it. Then they had a cart that had some weight in it. And you had to push the cart down the carpet and then pull it back. There's your physical agility test. And then, of course, your drug testing. A couple of people failed the physical agility test. I don't know how. I'm not in the best shape in the world. I passed it with flying colors. The other thing was, a couple of people failed the drug test. I don't get it. I just don't understand it. They're going to drug test. Why have that on your record that you failed a drug test? you would have been better off saying, you know what, listen, I did a little bit of smoking, so I want to get myself clean, so, give me 30 days or whatever. Or don't even bother calling the company until you know you're clean. To have that failed drug test on and that stays on your record. But to have that on there is just, to me, it's stupid. I don't understand it. Easily avoidable. But, Thursday, orientation was about as boring as it gets. It's just pretty much watching the modules, the videos, safety videos and stuff like that. Finishing up the paperwork. That's when they actually started getting some of the drug test results back. And you see people, they get called into the office. They come out, they grab their stuff and walk out the door. So, you know what? It is what it is. I guess you get that no matter where you go. But anyways, sure enough, Friday morning, I get back over to the school, and now they had told us Thursday night to check out of the hotel Friday morning, because whoever was staying, and whoever's going is going Friday. Now, Friday morning, 9 a.m., I'm the first one called in. Now, I wasn't worried about anything. I know I passed the physical agility test. The drug test, I had no worries. And everything went nice and smooth. So when she called me into the office, it was sign the paperwork, and according to her, that they already assigned me a truck. So they shuttled me over to the facility where all the trucks are. And I get the keys to my truck. I'm in a nice Peterbilt. And according to them, they already had a load assignment on me. So I get my stuff into the truck, and I'm trying to sign into the computer and accept the load and put my stuff away, and I'm trying to do all this all at once. And apparently what ended up happening is another driver picked up a load in New Jersey and started the load, was going to North Carolina, and ended up getting flu-like symptoms, so he stopped here and called his DM and said, I'm done. I can't drive no more. So I took the trailer and finished the load to North Carolina. Now, back this up a little bit. At the hotel, I did end up with a roommate. Guy was quiet as a church mouse up until he went to sleep. And this is what I had to sleep next to. So, needless to say, I didn't get much sleep. And Friday morning when I go to check out of the hotel, this is what I see. It's nice to know that everybody else gets sleep. But anyways, I take the load down to North Carolina. Made it there. I just made it on time. It was going to be a tight load to begin with. But when I get down to North Carolina, I drop that trailer off, and they immediately sent me another load going from North Carolina back up to Pennsylvania, where I started. And when I got to the shipper, the Peterbilts are obviously set up differently, and there's different features and things like that. This one took me a little bit to get used to, but this one here has an automatic lock and release for the lock jaws around the kingpin. So I backed up to the trailer, and I got the kingpin in the fifth wheel, but it wasn't locking. And it turns out there's an air valve underneath the fifth wheel plate that when you hit it, it releases the air, and then that's what locks the lockjaw around the kingpin. That wasn't happening. That air valve wasn't releasing the air. So roadside came out, they took the whole thing apart, cleaned it all up, put it back together, still wasn't working. So what we ended up doing was I backed up to the trailer, he took one of the air lines, loosened it up, and it released the air in there, and then that's what locked it. So then we tightened that back up. He goes, yeah, you're going to have to do that until that gets replaced. No, the hell I'm not. So I got the trailer connected. I can at least do the load. So I went from North Carolina up here to Pennsylvania, and got here. I dropped off the trailer, and they told me, just go ahead and deadhead back over to the shop, and they'll get it fixed for you. Which is currently where I'm at now. So I turned in the keys, did the paperwork this morning. I'm just waiting for the mechanic to come out and steal the truck. When that's going to be, I don't know. But I'm really not in too big of a hurry at this point, because on my way up here last night, there's signs all over the place that there's a commercial ban starting at noon today, and it's now 10:30. Apparently they got like 6 to 10 inches of snow coming, and so starting at noon, there's no commercial vehicles allowed on the highways and interstates. So I don't think I'm going anywhere anytime soon. So, which is fine, because it gives me time to get everything, in the truck the way that I want it for what I have with me right now. I really can't wait to get the truck at home so I can put the rest of my stuff in here and get everything the way that I want it. Get my TV in here, stuff like that. So, the big reveal. Trucker Al is at U.S. Express. Now, with that being said, I do know that there's going to be both positive and negative comments. Just try to remember before you start throwing your negative comments out there that what may have been a nightmare for one person may be a dream come true for another. So, and as of right now, I can honestly say I haven't found one bad thing about this place yet. Nothing. Their communication is spot on. Anytime I've had to call in or ask a question or something like that, immediately they answered the phone. They call them, it's not a DM, they're FMs, fleet managers. She's amazing. I mean, I've talked to her a couple of times, asked her a bunch of questions, and she's been more than helpful. They obviously do things a little bit differently over here than what CR England does. The computers are different. Their paperwork is different. And I must say that I realized after doing the first 2 loads here at U.S. Express that I can't believe how much easier it is over here. There's not as much paperwork. The computer work's not as detailed. Everything's automatic pretty much. I mean, you just hit a couple of buttons and it sends all the information over. All the information that is on the bill of ladings is already in the computer system, so I don't have to input that when I'm doing, a bill call or, an empty call or whatever. So it's just, things are just so much easier here. But like I said, I really can't say one bad thing about it so far. I mean, I know it is early, and, I'm the new guy in town, so, things are going to be a little bit different with me, but, I'm going to take you guys along the journey. Now that I'm finally starting to get set up in the truck, I can start doing, vlogs on a daily basis, and that is what I intend to do. So, a couple of side notes. I'm not going to be one of those people that says, hey, if you're going to go to U.S. Express, use me as a referral. Now, yes, U.S. Express obviously has a referral program, and I will say this. If you decide to go to U.S. Express and you decide that you want to put me down as a referral, now, from my understanding, there's anything between $1,000 and $3,000 bonus for referrals. And I guess it depends on your status, whether you're a new driver, experienced driver, whatever. The only thing I'm going to say about that is if you decide to put my name down on your application as a referral, let me know. What I will do, whatever my bonus is, for example, if I get a $3,000 bonus because you have 1 year experience and you're going to come over to US Express, if you put my name down as a referral, the moment I get that $3,000 bonus, I'm going to cut you either a check or I'll send you a money order for $1,500. That's all I'm going to say. Whatever my bonus is for the referral, I will give you half. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Now, the other thing is, I need subscribers. I mean, my Truth About CR England video, that took off. But I need subscribers, because what I want to do is, when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I want to start doing live videos. Now, it's going to take, obviously, a little while to get up to 1,000 subscribers. But I really want to get into doing the live videos. I got a couple of cameras that I'm looking at that I want to be able to set up on an iOS device. There is a program out there where I can set up multiple camera angles using iOS devices. So right now I'm in the planning stages, which is perfect, because like I said, it's going to take a little while to get up to 1,000 subscribers, and it's going to take me a little while to get these cameras, you know, not only purchase them but get them installed. So, but there's a program out there that I like, and it costs probably about $40 a month to run this program, and but I think the live feeds would be amazing. And so I'm going to wait till I get at least 1,000 subscribers before I start doing that. So that's, you know, as far as where I want to bring this channel to. The other thing is that, you know, doing these vlogs, I've been getting a lot of comments and questions and, you know, things like that, and I love it. I love helping people out. I love, you know, reading the comments. Just know that I do read these comments. I actually have it to where when somebody leaves a comment on one of my videos, it immediately notifies me. And typically, as long as I'm not driving, you know, I look at them immediately and I try to respond immediately. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, I don't care what it's about. You know, feel free to leave a comment. Like I said, I'll do my best to answer you as soon as possible. If you just want my opinion on something, leave a comment. I'm more than happy to help you guys out any way that I possibly can. So, with that being said, I'm going to get this video edited and get this up and going, and then while I'm waiting for the mechanics here, I'm going to finish getting this truck set up, and I will see you guys soon.